So on Monday, coming up, I'm gonna amend the lawsuit, and I have some letters going out to some individuals that are on that lawsuit. I think I'm gonna shave it down a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I honestly don't feel like Gavin Newsom really needs to be on there, and the reason why I feel that way, and like I said before, I didn't intend on him being in the title. I was arranging the defendants by hierarchy, and naturally I put Gavin at the top because he's the governor. And because I submitted it that way, he ended up being in the title. So that wasn't my intent. So I apologize for that. I've never done a lawsuit before. It's my first time. All right. So that was my mistake. I don't feel like he needs to be on there because technically, yes, he's somewhat responsible inadvertently. He inadvertently did it. And this is why I'm going to say this. And I'm hoping Gavin sees this because I am going to write him a letter and let him know. He's going to get a copy of everything too. So he can review kind of what he inadvertently did. He brought in two judges that are not qualified for the departments they're in. Um, Whenever you hire somebody for a job, you make sure they're qualified to do the job. I mean, I'm not going to say that Holly Campbell isn't qualified to be a judge. She's not qualified to be a family judge. And she does not have the personality. She can't separate personal interests she can't maintain business. She plays favorites. She does give Julie extra advantages in court. And whenever the ex parte hearing happened, she didn't take accountability. And if you can't take accountability for your own actions, how are you going to hold somebody else accountable for their actions? That's hypocritical, and that is not public trust. Like if you would have came back and you would have said, my apologies, here's your custody back, and Julie, you're going to be written up, or where you have to report this to the California bar as you're mandated by Judicial Canon 3D subsection 2. You're mandated. You understand? It's you don't have an option. So if it pisses off Julie, so be it. She did it. You don't have an option. You have to report it. In fact, if you look at Beiersdorf's recusal, there's case law in there from Supreme Court that stated that in whenever that Cook County incident happened where that judge got recused because they finally found he was getting tied up for murder in the 1990s. He was a judge until the 1990s over in, I think it was Chicago. The higher court judges stated that because the other judges didn't report, that they were just as guilty, and that's case law. Like that's quotable. It's published. So if you look at Beiersdorf's recusal, which you guys probably shouldn't talk about anyway, so I'm not going to encourage that. I'll get you a copy. It right in there. There's higher courts that state that when judges don't report illegal behavior like that, then they're just as guilty. And guess what that does? That pierces immunity. So, with the lawsuit that is in district court right now, I don't see a reason in having Gavin on there. Honestly, like I said, he wasn't supposed to be the prime target. Like that was not my intent at all, and I feel bad that it ended up that way, especially since he's running for politics and stuff. So I didn't mean to hinder that, because I understand that's difficult. And here's the thing, and I'm not saying this to kiss anybody's ass, because as you already know, I don't kiss ass. Like I could care less. I don't care about politics. I don't care. I don't care about that stuff. I care about what's beneficial for the people. I don't care what party you're a part of. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a liberal. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're an independent. I don't care. What I do care about is the laws that are established in this land that have been here for 250 plus years, that are considered well-established laws that are not to be infringed upon, not even by federal government, being stepped on by lowly little court of equity judges. Do you understand that? I think that's disrespectful. I think it's the most disgusting thing that you guys can do, especially when you actually research history and you actually look at the history of what happened to those people that wrote that Declaration of Independence and what they had to do. And it's funny because a lot of liberals, because they don't fucking open up a history book every once in a while. Sorry, liberals, because it's true. It's a majority of you people. What do you mean, you people? They call them a bunch of old forefathers, but you realize like the oldest one that was there was like 35 years old. They were all young. The youngest one was 18. They were all young, fighting for our freedoms. They were all in their early 20s, mid 20s. They were youngsters. Like some of them probably wouldn't be. One of them wasn't even old enough to drink, and he signed the Declaration. So the thing about it is like we're talking about a bunch of youngsters that were that sacrificed, their life. Like they've seen some nasty shit, like probably worse than what they're seeing in modern warfare. Because at least in modern warfare, those bullets take you out, you're done. They were shooting fucking balls out of a goddamn pipe with black powder and stabbing each other with bayonets. That's fucking nasty shit. Like and think about that. They did all that for that document that you're just wiping your ass with. You just deprived a 4-year-old child of his father because you're playing favorites with an attorney. You know how disgusting that looks? You think that's going to gain public trust? That doesn't gain public trust. And you know what? In all honesty, whenever I filed the lawsuit, I was pissed. I want everybody to fucking go down for that shit. That's you guys abused my fucking 4-year-old child. That's my son. That's my only child. He's my only son. And my whole life I've wanted a child. And then I came to you guys to gain custody and get paternity. And you know what happened? You guys took the side of a fucking liar. You knew it was a fucking lie. And you didn't take accountability for your behavior. But here's the deal. I'm going to call you out on it. And I'm going to let the public know your behavior. And if you don't like it and you want to try to punish me more, then maybe you shouldn't do it because you're not supposed to do it anyways. So that's where we stand. If you want to try to get the district attorney involved and you want to try to trump up some fucking charges, or you want to listen to Julie fucking lying Sockeld, who needs to be in prison, her bar license needs to be stripped. And so does Nate Nutting, because they are a problem in this community. They are abusing children. Do you guys realize how disgusting that is? You guys are a bunch of liberals claiming, oh, well, Trump was taking kids at the border. You're doing it to fucking American citizens. You're doing it right here in Tuolumne County. So quit being a fucking hypocrite. And why don't you start giving people their civil liberties that they earn and they deserve, that all these people have died for? My dad's a veteran. I regret I didn't join, but you know what? I support a vet all day, every day. Look at what I'm doing right now. Am I not defending our fucking Constitution as we speak? I gave up my child for that. I fought you guys because of what you guys were doing to other parents. It's disgusting. Like I even said in the very beginning of this, I made a reel. If you look at my old reels, I said, I know I'm going to lose custody of my kid for this, but if losing custody of my child makes it better for the next five fathers, then I hope that, and I cried when I said this, I hope that my kid will forgive us. So my kid's being mentally abused right now because you guys can't keep your fucking temper under control. Who needs fucking impulse? Who has impulse control problems? You guys need to fucking do it right. If you swore an oath on the Constitution, you need to fucking honor it, or you need to hang up the robe and let somebody else come in that will.